Hello and welcome to the first episode of Interesting Enough.
Today we're going to tell you the New Year's Eve story that involves no alcohol, no drugs, and no girls at all.
So fasten your seatbelts, get some popcorn, and get ready to hear two nobodies rumble about the sickest party this world has ever seen. So I guess it'll start with all of you guys being late.
I wasn't late that much.
Yeah, I missed like your first two buses or something.
Okay, but our friend was late 2 hours, so...
Alright, like an hour and a half. I mean, like, he's always late. You cannot expect him not to be late.
Okay,
So I was just a bit disappointed with you because I expected you not to be late.
I was late like 15 minutes.
Totally, yeah, 15 hours. Okay, never mind.
When we did finally arrive here, we went to the newest shop.
Yeah, so we could buy some booze.
And by booze we mean, of course, soda.
Yeah, guess we're not that interesting, actually.
Why the fuck are you listening to us in the begin with?
Well, never mind, bear with us. The best part is about to come.
Yes, definitely.
So when we came back, we unpacked the whole stuff, and what did we do?
We started playing Cards Against Humanity, but the Polish version.
Yeah, the Polish version, and because of the copyright claims or something like that, the Polish version is not called Cards Against Humanity.
Yes, it's Craps Adjust Humidity, which is kinda...
It's weird.
Yes, it's weird.
I mean, like, Cards Against Humanity makes some sense, at least, and Craps Adjust Humanity are just words that they're meant to sound...
Meaningless. Exactly.
They're meaningless. They're just meant to sound like Cards Against Humanity. If you don't know what Cards Against Humanity is the game where you have a couple of guys, and one of them is the game master, and the game master picks a fill in the blank sentence that is on the black card.
And you have to fill the blank with words you have on the white cards.
Which you have 10 of.
Exactly. And the cards are really, really messed up. For
example, I mean, this is like the game that is the definition of racism, sexism, political incorrectness, and overall, it's a bad game.
Exactly. If you want to offend someone with a game, this is the game you're looking for.
Yeah, the next one being CSGO. Anyway, so I guess the best like card sequence we got. What was it? So
it was about.
Oh yeah, when I become a billionaire, I'm going to build a 15 meter tall monument in honor of.
Exactly, and the best part was that anyone here couldn't know what other players are going to suggest.
Yeah, the cards were face down, so
exactly.
We didn't know what other players had.
And all the cards were in order: Jews, the Auschwitz concentration camp, and Nazis.
Exactly. And Nazis, yeah. Jews, Auschwitz, Nazis, and Germany. And we didn't know we picked them. They were all face down, so I guess...
It was completely random, but...
So, yeah.
Can you remember who actually won that round?
I remember that I picked the cards. I was the game master then. But I don't remember which one I picked.
So if you had to pick now, so which one would you pick?
I mean, like, they're all basically the same. Germany is the least funny.
I think I would go with the Jews or Auschwitz concentration camp.
I would have gone with the Nazis. I mean, like, yeah, I would have gone with the Nazis. I think I did. Anyway, that's like the second most interesting part of our New Year's Eve party, so...
Yes. What else? We were playing some poker, Texas Hold'em.
So poker as well we were playing, and it was pretty cool.
Yes, it was. I mean, I'm not very skilled at poker.
Yeah, neither am I.
But you are still more skillful than I am, and our friend, whose name I won't mention, is like 10 times better than I am.
Yeah.
But he can't outplay me because I'm just too retarded for him.
Yeah, exactly. It is not possible to bluff you or to play any mind games with you because you just don't do anything. Your face is so blank, and you cannot read anything off of you. So yeah.
Exactly, you can't expect me to do what you want me to do. I can go all in when I have like
7 deuce offsuit.
Exactly, and I can go just wait until something interesting happens, even when I have pair of aces.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the player you so this is the player that you don't expect to do any of the normal things you would do in poker. So yeah, so actually you sucking at poker is actually you being pretty good at poker.
Yes, except that when we started playing, I was getting poorer and poorer every minute because in the beginning I wasn't that good, and it even came to this that I had I was so poor that my friends did give me some coins for giving them drinks or
chips.
something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, chips, exactly.
Yeah, they gave you chips for going to the kitchen and getting them drinks. I mean, by drinks, of course, we mean Coke.
Yes, but eventually I was rich again. At the end of the game, I wasn't that poor anymore.
Yeah, you were rich by freaking prostituting, but yeah. Prostituting? That's the word? By being a prostitute.
Anyway,
but was it the first time you played poker?
Well, technically yes, but also no, because it was the first time I played poker correctly. But before that, I think I had played poker 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't correct way because the rules were like random.
All right, I get it. So I guess we started to get hungry a bit. So we
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, as you do.
we thought to ourselves we had to order a pizza because what else can you order in New Year's Eve?
Yeah, but the problem is every single decent pizza place on New Year's Eve is closed. So we went on the internet and get on this website that sums up all of the open pizza places that are around you, and what we came up with is a pizza place called Good Pizza. Not like great pizza or the greatest pizza or awesome
Just
pizza.
Good pizza.
Good pizza.
And trust me, the pizza was not that good.
Yeah, if it was called the awesome pizza, it still wouldn't be good. Even good. I mean, like, what was on the pizza? One of them wasn't edible. It was like the cheese, so-called cheese, was
Yes.
like it felt like plastic. It didn't look like plastic.
It wasn't tasty at all, but we were all hungry, so we enjoyed the pizza anyway.
Yeah.
By the time when midnight arrived, we decided we have to go out and
Yeah, see the fireworks.
Exactly.
We didn't have any, obviously. We didn't buy any.
Well,
Let's be honest.
fireworks are kind of waste of money for
Yeah, they're
for
too
us.
expensive. I mean,
Exactly.
they're super expensive.
Just to watch something explode in the air 50 meters above you.
Yeah, that's what we did, but for free.
Yes, but we watched our neighbors spend their money.
Exactly. So, like, when midnight arrived, we watched. We had this fake champagne, like, you know, the bubbly kind of a soda, kind of. It looked.
Alcohol without alcohol. So
Yeah, it was like, yeah, fake champagne.
one of our friends couldn't even open it.
Yeah, so midnight arrived like 10 seconds late. He opened it, and we were
No,
like,
eventually I opened it because he couldn't.
Oh,
Can
right,
you
yeah.
imagine being that retarded?
I mean, like, it was bad.
But what can you do about it? We also got some cards.
Yeah, so we decided, like, let's get some card. We want to practice card throwing when there is no one on the streets. So, my friend, who is pretty skillful at that, he got like 30 meters in a card throw. So that was pretty
Impressive.
Yeah,
definitely.
pretty impressive. But while he was throwing, he managed to throw the card directly at my face, which kind of left a little bit of an injury on my face.
Were you hurt badly?
Well, I mean, like, I pretended to be hurt badly. I mean, like, I wanted him to feel bad. I mean, like, oh my god, you cut my face, you
Any
monster.
scars on your face to this day?
Do you know how I got these scars? I mean, like, no, I didn't get any scars. It was just a minor injury, and it was nothing. But, you know, it was funny too, to make him feel bad about him throwing the card directly at me.
I don't think that he was feeling bad at all.
Yeah,
This is
probably
the
not.
same friend that was late 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But what? Then we came back to this magnificent place, and what were we doing?
Yeah, I guess we were just sitting and chilling and
Exactly.
yeah, we did the cringiest things possible. Like we like made on a piece of paper. We summed up the girls that we saw on Facebook or that we knew or something like that.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh Jesus Christ, it was so cringy
Now that I think of it, it was pretty retarded.
and
back then.
objectifying.
Exactly. So basically us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like till 4 a.m. we
Just chilling. One guy was playing on the piano. Other guys were sitting and smiling.
sitting and smiling. One of the guys is constantly at his phone and like talking to his girlfriend or something like that.
Oh yes, yes, I remember now. But eventually we all did go to sleep around 4 a.m. something
Yeah,
like
4
that.
a.m. something like that.
And next day, this is when the fork story began.
I mean, like the fork story. It's pretty funny because we're sitting here and we aren't objective to tell this story. We aren't qualified to tell this story because you're the protagonist and
Exactly.
you won't say anything that diminishes your honor. And I am not the direct witness. I got this story from the direct witness, which was the 2 hour late guy.
You wouldn't know any of it if not our friend. But let's get started. So I woke up around 8 a.m.
All right, let me tell the story from his perspective, from the direct witness perspective, and then you will tell your alibi.
I think I should start because when you start, people will be like, so what the fuck really happened? So I woke up around 8 o'clock and I had like 4 decent hours of sleep. So it wasn't really much. So I was pretty tired and I was pretty hungry, and as it turned out, we really didn't have anything to eat left. So I decided what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to a shop. But of course I was too tired to remember that on the 1st of February.
Yeah, January.
Oh, January, sorry. Yes, 1st of January.
It's the national holiday in Poland, so all of the stores are closed.
Exactly. So I went to one shop and it was closed. I was pretty surprised, so I went to the other and it was also closed. And I decided that I should be getting back because... Oh, exactly. I skipped an important part because when I left the house here, I wasn't sure, am I supposed to lock
you
the
left
door?
the door open.
I mean, not like wide open, I just didn't lock them with keys. And just hear my reasoning behind this, okay?
For the record, everybody was sleeping.
Not everybody, but okay.
Everybody.
This is very safe neighborhood, and like
How would you know? This was the first time you were here.
I heard stories.
Yeah, I heard stories.
Exactly, I didn't hear any, because there are no stories, because this is a safe neighborhood. So, it was 8 o'clock and everyone, I mean not just us, everyone in this neighborhood was asleep. And I decided that I'm not going to lock the door. There was only one pair of keys, at least that I know of at the time. So I couldn't take them because what happened if you woke up and you were like, what the fuck? Where are the keys missing?
Where the fuck are my keys? Yeah.
Exactly. So I decided I'm just going to shut the door and leave it. And strangest thing happened. Nothing happened. Exactly.
Yeah, nothing happened besides you
Okay,
taking
okay.
the direct path there and going by some freaking off-road and... Come on, there was only mud there. It was raining the night before.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Do you remember the field that we were throwing cards at?
Yeah, that was the field.
And when I was near to the shop, I thought to myself, well, there must be a shortcut to your house. And I was like, okay, I can go through this field. Yesterday we were throwing cards there, so it can't be that bad. So I jumped over the fence, and it was really, really bad idea. You must know that I had my almost new shoes that are made of leather. And I jumped and...
With mud all over your shoes. They were like so dirty. You came back home and you wanted to clean them.
Exactly. And for a second there, I forgot that there are two bathrooms in here that I could use. One is downstairs and is pretty technical and with all the tools around.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was like, I don't know the architect's
origin
thoughts.
of the place.
Yeah, I don't know the origin, but the premise is that this is just a random toilet there, so you can use that for washing your shoes and...
But at the time, it wasn't logical enough to me.
Yeah, whatever. So you went to the bathroom that is supposed to be clean.
Yes, and I decided that I will wash my shoes. But I did it. There were like some little pieces of cloth that I could use to wash my shoes.
Yeah, totally.
But my shoes were kind of weird because there were like parts that you couldn't clean without something pointy.
Yeah, right.
So I decided that
to take a fucking fork.
Okay, but...
The fork you eat with.
No. You don't eat with this part of the fork. Because I didn't use the part when you stick it into meat or something like that. I used the back of the fork.
So what? It's a fucking fork.
Yes, I mean, I know it was mistake, okay? But I did use it anyway.
Yeah, great. That was an awesome idea.
Yes. I mean, you wouldn't have noticed if your mom wouldn't told you afterwards that the bathroom was dirty.
Or our friend who's the direct witness of that.
Exactly. I mean, he's not direct witness. He saw me washing my shoes in the bathroom and was like,
yeah, and he asked
what happened?
Yeah, and he asked you, don't you want to ask the host what to do because it's his home?
Yes, but you're sleeping.
So why didn't you wake me up?
I didn't want to wake you up.
I mean, like, Jesus, come on. It was the New Year's Eve. You could have just did it.
Anyway, I cleaned the bathroom best as I could at the time, but it wasn't
good enough.
Exactly, not good enough, because someone had noticed that the bathroom is still...
Yeah, the person that is supposed to notice it.
Exactly, and the bathroom, from my point of view, was clear, but from a point of view of the person who noticed it, was not clear.
Yeah, exactly.
Sadly. So, when you woke up...
I got to know the story and I was pretty pissed. I mean, like, who would have thought to use a fork? And yeah, so you went there to the store so you could buy something to eat. And you just told me that we had nothing to eat, but we actually kind of did. I mean, like, our friend the day before brought some food with him so he could make some, like, I don't know, French toast, you'd say?
Exactly, something like that. But I couldn't eat it at the time because to make the French toast that you mentioned, I had to heat the oven, and it's not my house. I don't know how to use your oven, and I just couldn't do it. So I decided that, okay, I'm going to grab a snack from the nearest shop.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Well, not really.
Alright, never mind. So, the ham that our friend bought to make the toasts was the cheapest possible one. So we called it the dog ham because it was so cheap and it had like, what, 40% of meat or something like that?
I think it was even less than that.
Jesus, it was worse than sausages here.
Exactly. But we did it, and we did eat it anyway.
I guess we did.
It wasn't that tasty, but when you're hungry, you can eat anything.
Yeah, especially on a budget.
Exactly. And I think that's the end of that. Wait, there's the joke about bathroom.
Oh, Jesus. If you want to translate it, then go ahead. I'm just too...
So in Polish there is a joke that goes something like, "Hey, do you know the difference between the toilet and the restroom?" Oh, I blew it. "Do you know the difference between the toilet and the wardrobe?" And normally you would answer to that, "No, what is the difference?" And then you say, "Well, if you don't know the difference,
I'm not inviting you to my home."
Exactly. So one time, it was before midnight, I think.
Probably before.
One of our friends went to the bathroom, and when he came back, he said something like, "You got yourself a really nice bathroom right there, but I don't understand what are all these clothes doing there." At the time, it was really funny.
What the fuck? Was it about like some hangers or something like that?
Yes. I don't remember what he said. So,
Jesus Christ, that was not even remotely funny.
well, we all did laugh.
Yeah. This joke is just as funny as this podcast is interesting.
Yes, you decided that you need to check what the fuck happened upstairs.
Yeah,
so
because
you
being me, I didn't understand the joke.
Yes, and I think it was the most funny part.
Yeah, totally. So, after we ate the French toast from the dog ham, we kind of split up, and the super interesting party ended.
Yes, after this party was so good that I got wasted for about 2 weeks when I was sick at home.
Yeah, totally. You were like very sick, and that was. I mean, like, do you think it's the party's fault? Like,
No, I mean, maybe when in the morning when I decided that I need to get something to eat.
yeah, it was pretty cold.
Yes, and I was like, okay, I'm going to just put on my coat. I'm not going to take any gloves or something like that. So It was a dumb decision.
So in conclusion, the most interesting party that involves no alcohol, no drugs, and no girls, what does it involve? It involves the worst jokes possible.
Fork.
The fork. Cards Against Humanity. Or
Crabs Adjust Humidity.
Crabs Adjust Humidity, which is ridiculously overpriced. I mean, like,
yes.
I mean, like, we bought it, and what we did actually, we cost so much that we decided that we could buy it, like, so we could split
to the 4 people.
4 people. I mean, like, only 3 of the 4 people that paid for that game was on the New Year's Eve party.
Yes.
We managed to convince our friend to
give us
money for the game he's not going to play.
Exactly.
But he told him, "Hey man, you can always take it to play with your friends and all. And I mean, like, it's going to be fun. It's a great game, and we can play together after the party that you're not going to be a part of. But never mind, man. Come on, give us money." And he agreed.
Exactly.
So yeah, and since to that day, which is like 8 months after the party, he still played it once or twice, and only with us.
Yes.
He never took it.
He never took it home, which
yeah,
is interesting.
Exactly. You did like twice or something.
Once.
All right.
Once. Yes, and
So it involved Crabs Adjust Humidity, poker, terrible jokes, the fork story, you being sick, you being an idiot, and
yes.
great food. Great
Yes,
pizza.
great
Sorry,
food.
good pizza.
Right, exactly.
Good
pizza.
Yeah.
From Good Pizza.
Good Pizza Incorporated.
Exactly. Yes.
Alright, so that was our New Year's Eve story. Hopefully we'll see you next week. And remember,
Hugs, not drugs.